At the start of this year, it looked like House Speaker Kevin McCarthy was going to have just the most difficult year out of any Republican in the House. But once the dust settled and he finally won the speakership, Jim Jordan emerged as the Republican who's probably going to have the biggest uphill battle this year because, by God, everything that Jim Jordan has tried to do this year has pretty much blown up in his face. In addition to, of course, getting smacked down by Alvin Bragg's office multiple times last week, apparently something else happened that flew under the radar. Jim Jordan's Judiciary Committee's weaponization hearings produced a small report. A report that most people didn't realize was even released, but it was. And the reason you didn't realize it was released, the reason Jim Jordan hasn't been out there highlighting this report of how they've determined the government was weaponized to take on conservatives, is because this report literally proves the exact opposite. Specifically, this report released, I believe, last week, it may have even come out before that, Jim Jordan's committee put together this report that was supposed to show how the DOJ had allegedly been weaponized to go after parents who were speaking up at school board meetings to protect their poor, innocent little children. But what the committee wrote instead was that, the DOJ kind of did the right thing because some of these parents literally threatened to kill school boards. Let me read you this quote from one woman that the DOJ investigated. This is mentioned in their report. And here is what this woman stood up at a school board meeting and told the panel. "We're coming for you. Take it as a threat. Call the FBI. I don't care. You're all either going to be recalled or we're all coming for you. That's what's happening." So in their attempts to paint the DOJ as this out-of-control, politicized weapon of President Biden, what they actually found was that the DOJ investigating some of these parents had every right to do it because they may have been threatening to kill school board members and teachers and principals and administrators. By the way, we already knew that. I mean, most of these ranting and raving lunatics that had been showing up at school board meetings for the last 2 years, there's video of it. Most school board meetings are already videoed just to make sure that nothing gets, taken out of context or shown in a negative light. They videotape these things. And when they're not videotaping, everybody else in that audience, probably literally everybody in the audience has a cell phone with a camera on it. So these things get leaked to social media. That quote I just read you is not new. Okay, this was not something that Jim Jordan's committee uncovered. That was a viral video a year or so ago. So for anybody that was thinking, but the DOJ shouldn't be going after the parents. No, they should. That's actually their job. It got to the point where states actually had to pass legislation to further protect school board members. The DOJ made it clear at the time that due to the increasing and unprecedented number of threats against school boards and teachers and administrators and all that they were going to prioritize their safety by investigating these people going and making these horrific claims. So that's not shocking. I don't know what Jim Jordan thought he was going to find, but everything he did find blew up in his face because it's the exact opposite of what he wanted to prove. He has instead proved that the DOJ did the right thing, which of course is why he's not out there publicizing this mini report. Now the committee is not done. They still got more weaponization to look into. But as I talked about in the past, it's not going well for Jordan. Not only does he have this report that basically shows that everything he says is false, he also brought in those alleged whistleblowers who were really just anti-government people who had no information to give to prove any of the points they made, and Jordan became a laughingstock because of that. And then again, last week, Alvin Bragg made Jim Jordan a laughingstock once again, so back to my original point as I started this video, Jim Jordan's having a bad year. And hopefully, it just continues to get worse from here. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel, We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.